Hey YouTube, welcome to another episode of Tier Lists, Tier Makers. We still don't know what we're calling this show yet, but we've got another exciting Final Fantasy XIV tier list for you today. This is going to be the tier list of how hard we simped for these characters in Endwalker. And we have a wonderful guest today, ShuruiMio, one of my good friends. They're a VTuber. And they're a fantastic content creator all around. We'll let them tell you more about themselves because they describe themselves better than I can.
Do I? That's Yes, hi, I'm Mio. I am a totally normal human being that streams on the interwebs. It's nice to meet you all. It's weird for me to do Final Fantasy content. I normally specialize in Genshin. This is a nice break from the Genshin impacts.
All of their links, if you want to check them out, are down in the description below. So this list is in no particular order, like it's not by appearance or whatever. It's just kind of in the order that we choose to grab them. So yeah, talking about simping for these characters. I think anyone who plays Final Fantasy XIV knows that the characters are phenomenal. They're well designed. They make us question things about ourselves on the daily. Now, I will say some of these characters, very clearly children, and they are our children.
Babies.
We're not simping for them. But in terms of how much we want to protect those children,
Indeed.
That's where they're going to sit on the list.
They are the babies, and we will protect the babies.
So
we will.
Our first character, and how much we want to protect them. Also, Endwalker spoilers ahead.
Huge.
If you haven't figured out from the title of the video that says Endwalker spoilers.
Huge Endwalker spoilers. All of them.
But we're going to start with this guy. I thought conceptually this was a very cool character. And when he did show up as an Al Ra myself, I was all like, oh man, little Al Ra child. Coolest character ever.
Makes sense for the dragon to be an Ura. You know, that took way too long to ping until it was in front of me. I was like, of course you're an Ura.
I'm realizing this as you're saying it. As you're saying it, I am connecting those dots.
It was all the dots. They're pinging. They're pinging. The first time I saw this child, I thought he was evil.
Oh yeah, he's got those red eyes.
Ooh, this child's up to no good. I don't know if I trust this child. Yeah.
But in terms of like when I was at the end of the world fighting to save everybody, this child was back of the list. This child was back of the list is my reason.
Yeah. I liked him when he showed up.
I think we agree this character's B tier or lower. I don't think they're an F tier character.
No, I would say B tier. They were important to the story, and they're a really cool character. Especially when you find out who's behind who it actually is. It just adds more to them. It's like, okay, I now see the reasons behind this. Okay.
Our next is our boy, the Akasodara.
S tier.
Yeah, he's at least S tier.
Solid.
He's at least S tier.
My
man delivered.
That whole scene where he's holding the baby and he's panicking, I was in tears. I was shaking. It's like, don't touch my boy. Don't touch him,
ripped
please.
in half. My heart was getting ripped in half.
Don't touch him, please.
And the thing is they had already like just gone so far that you were all like, oh, nothing's off limits. This baby could die right now.
Oh yeah.
They'll do it.
Like, by the time that you're in that part, it's like, oh no, I have to emotionally detach myself from anyone that now shows up on the screen. I can't allow myself to be injured again.
Next guy. This is the head of the forum.
Oh, okay, so that's what I know. He was from the forum, but I couldn't remember which one from the forum he was. I have a personal vendetta against anyone that's in the forum.
This guy sucks.
They all annoyed me.
This guy sucks. Even though, like, he helps us, like, he's the one who, like, is all like, oh, actually, let's put it to a vote and all that jazz. He looks evil. This guy, for me, C or D tier.
Yeah, no. Me and the forum were never friends.
This guy's a lower D tier. Definitely not, like, the worst character of Endwalker.
No.
But, you know.
But, like, Yeah.
All right.
Definitely down there where he belongs.
Next
You
up,
want to talk
Erenville.
simping?
You want to
Best
talk
boy.
simping.
You want to talk simping?
If you don't see Erenville as a triple S
Triple S.
tier
Man is a
simpable
bunny
character,
boy. He's a botanist. What more do you need?
the voice,
The voice.
the
he's
second he
cute.
opened his mouth, I was like, "Ah,
Oh, hello.
what is going on with this man?"
Man took one look at you as a frog and still cared about you. That's a
Well,
man you need
and
in your
also
life.
he knew you were a fake frog. He knew you were a
Smart
fake frog.
bunny boy.
Turns and looks at you and goes, "Was that enough
That's-
information?" Also,
That's a
next
smart
time,
bunny boy.
don't try to trick an expert. Like, all right, yeah, Erenville, triple S tier. Very little
Indeed.
discussion needed.
Yep.
Simp for this man all day. Okay,
I
so
have mixed
Legatus
feelings
of
for
the
him.
First Legion.
I have mixed feelings.
Physically,
Physically, he
Simping
was
hard.
not hard to look at. I don't
morally,
know.
he's very gray.
Mm,
But like, he's a man of his convictions.
he's a man of his convictions.
We like that kind of.
But he put chokers on my children.
That's right. That's right. No, electric. Yeah, no, F tier.
You know, he had his reasons and decided to die at the end of it, but he also tried to hurt my kids. So like, I can't really say it was either he did it himself or I did it for him.
Yeah,
there was only one end for him.
we're putting him in F tier simpage because we want to protect the kids. Here they are, Alize and
where-
Alphino.
Are we doing them at the same time? Are we banding them together?
I feel like we should talk about them at the same time, even though that would piss both of them off.
I feel like Alice would not enjoy being banded together with her brother. I love them both completely, but if I had to save one in a fire, I would save Alice, even though she could save herself.
On a scale of which child we'd want to protect more, are we in an agreement that it would be Alize?
I mean, I feel like Alphino needs protecting more than Alice does. I don't think Alice would appreciate us being overprotective of her, but like,
Really, both of them have like got themselves where they don't need us, you know?
Yeah, they don't.
They're strong, independent people. But yeah, let's be real. Let's be real. By the end of Endwalker,
both.
the twins
yeah.
are triple S tier. All right. Next character, Cryle. Now, here's the thing with Cryle.
Yeah.
In my opinion, Kryle's best moments, in Endwalker at least, was when she was possessed by Venat, so they don't really count.
Yeah. Yeah. I have such mixed feelings with Cryle because I feel like she could be doing so much more. At the same time, when I sit and think about it, it's like, but what could she be doing?
Yeah.
The fact that they forgot to put her on the official art should say everything.
She's not as bad as the Forum.
Same. Like,
I didn't have any
I feel like
moments where I
this-
was like, Cryle, yes!
yeah, there's so many scenes where if she wasn't there, nothing would really change.
Yeah.
It's like I like Cryle, but she's just there most of the time.
I'm feeling C tier. Does that feel good?
Yeah, that sounds about right to me.
All
now,
right.
my boy.
Angsty teenage Emmett Selk. I don't think he's actually a teenager, but like that's how I refer to him as angsty teenage Emmett Selk.
Emmett Selk is a triple S tier, and I will not take no for an answer.
You're not wrong.
That's my boy.
You're
That's my
not
boy.
wrong.
That's my man. I've simmed Emmett Selk's Shadowbringers.
Emmett's
wasn't-
truly the best of the Asians.
I was not expecting to run into Emmett into Endwalker until we got to Elpis, and he was in front of me, and it was like,
All the stuff about like him being like, you can fix it, you have ether to spare, and he's like, I'm not using. And it's like the thing is like, we've fought him. We know exactly how much
oh yeah,
ether he has to spare.
Yep.
Like,
yep.
but yeah, easy triple S tier. Easy triple S tier.
Fandaniel. See, now this might just be me being a little bit of a simp for the Asians. However, I may or may not have had a small thing for Fandaniel, regardless of what happened. Don't judge me.
It is a simp tier list. It is a simp
Don't
tier
judge
list.
me. But
You
I'd
know.
easily put Fandaniel in the double S tier.
What?
Like,
Double S?
don't judge me. Like, he's not Emmett Silk, but he's not lower. You know, like, I liked him.
Let me tell you.
I like him.
The
He's
theatrics,
funny.
the theatrics of Fandaniel were great.
Oh my
theatrics,
god, yes.
I'll give you this one.
It was never a dull moment when Fandaniel was on my screen.
I could see how simping for Fandaniel
Mm-hmm.
is real.
Like, I didn't really care for
give you
Asui,
this one and we'll
but
put him.
Fandaniel, yes. No. 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 Mm-mm.
Here's
That man
the
doesn't
thing about this
exist.
character. Here's the thing about this character. He just wanted to protect his children.
Well,
Also,
he did
he's
a
the man
bad
that made
job
me
with
realize that Elizons can be really, really hot.
Yeah, did you not play Havensward?
I
Excuse
did.
me, Ishgard is calling.
I have
know.
a thing for the characters with the white hair. It's the white hair for me.
No,
It's
I'm
the white
sorry.
hair
That
for
man
me.
showed up at the end of Shadowbringers, and I was so excited. I was like, "Oh my god, it's their dad! I can tell him how trash he is."
Is this your
Only for him to
override to
do
F
it.
tier?
Yeah, no, down you go. Shoo
This is
shoo.
this is your override to F tier.
Down you go.
All right. For those of you who aren't familiar with tier makers, each guest has an override to triple S and an override to F. Going to a better member of the forum, we have the guy who takes us to school and teaches us some stuff, and is an all-around nice guy.
I actually like him. Like, he was the only one in the forum I think I actually liked at the end of it all.
Yeah, he's the guy that makes the forum likable.
Yeah.
He feels like an A tier to me. Like,
He does explain a lot. He does have that moment where you're in class with him. He explains a lot there that you then later on take, and you're like, oh, this makes so much sense because it was explained. So I feel like he's really important as well.
is there S or A tier simp potential with this man?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's it.
I
though.
feel like
I mean,
the,
he's
the
pretty.
academia
He's
is
smart.
hot. The academia is hot.
He's pretty. He's smart. He's an elf. Say less.
I will fight till the ends of the earth
Stola!
that this woman is triple S tier
Hell yeah.
in AAR, in Heavensward, in
Stola!
Stormblood, in Shadowbringers.
She's just a constant, absolute waifu.
You have the Amric body pillow. If I had a body pillow behind me, it'd be Y'shtola. The
It'd be
scene where you get to
Y'shtola.
choose who you talk to, like they come knock on your door,
Mm-hmm.
I chose Y'shtola. Very little hesitation.
Oh, I picked Alice and she made me cry.
Y'shtola made me cry. She's perfect.
Of course you did.
She's perfect in every way.
Of course.
This next one's a bit of an odd one. So this guy's coming from the raids. I don't know how I feel about this character yet. I don't...
See, when they turned around and they were like, oh, I'm the Hebraeus son. I'm like, you're who?
There's potential to simp hard for this character. All
There's
he's
not
really
enough
got
story
going
around
for him
him
is
yet.
that he's an ancient. He's down here in D tier for me. Is that too low? Is C
I like
tier?
him, but I need more
Yeah, the D tier
information
people
first.
are people like we don't like.
Yeah, I don't have enough about him yet. I need the next set of raids. I
He's
need
in-
more.
He's in Kryl territory. He's just kind of
Yeah.
there.
Yep, definitely. Oh no. Oh no.
Now,
Oh no.
unfortunately, you already
no.
used your override.
No.
You already used your override. So we have to have an
Goddamn.
objective discussion about why Brahati is the best character.
He's not. I'm
Um,
sorry to the 14 community, but I cannot stand Grati.
You're telling me that when he goes Exarch mode in
No.
Radzat Hond, that you
No.
didn't feel something on the
I
inside
felt-
of your
I
body?
felt something. I turned around to it and I was like, finally, you're being useful.
Wow.
Thank you for finally stepping up in the
Wow.
first time in this entire expansion.
I am pulling the override button here. Grahati is triple S tier. I am
No,
saving
that's
you
too
from
high.
the wrath
It's
of the
too high,
community.
man. I will never forgive him from
I'm
Shadowbringers.
saving you from the
Never.
wrath of this community.
Yes. Between him upsetting me in Shadowbringers and then dying and leaving me with the twins, I will never forgive that cat boy. He can keep him away from me. Me and that cat don't get along.
I love Grahatia. I love Grahatia.
He tried, man.
That's Mio's opinion.
That whole thing where he's dying is like, we should go see Ishgard together. I'm like, no. You don't get to pull my favorite city out on me as you're dying. Die faster.
Hermes. Now, Hermes is a controversial character. A lot of people don't like Hermes. I loved Hermes.
I love Hermes.
I thought Hermes was a beautiful character. The fact that like he saw the world as like, you know, nobody has any passion for anything, and like he was depressed, you know? He was trying to find his reason to live.
How much faster Endwalker could have gone if Hermes just seeked therapy. Thank you for pre-ordering Endwalker. Here's your therapy session to go with it when you're
Yoshi P is providing everyone with free therapy session if you make it through Endwalker once you redeem the Argos mount. Hermes is a double S tier. He's not quite triple S tier, but like Simpwise, I adored Hermes, and like
I like him more than Fandaniel.
Lise.
Okay. This is where people. Now I don't know why. I have yet to find out why, but this is where people get really confused with me. Because I hate Grahatia, but Lise is my best girl.
Really?
I would die for that woman.
I'm indifferent
I would
to Lise.
die for her. Oh man! Not only are we monk sisters, I've loved her since she was pretending to be Ida, but like when she became Lise, I was like, nah, this is actually who she is. I love her. She's trying so hard to do something she doesn't understand, and she's punching her way through it like I am. Understandable, queen. Understandable.
So where does she sit for you? I'll give you the rating on this one. Triple S tier.
Triple S tier. I love her. She was the only reason I kept going through with Stormblood.
You're gonna take some flack from a certain part of the community.
Come for me. I will defend my queen.
Now, this next one, I don't even think there needs to be a discussion.
No.
But like, let's talk about it, Vinny. Let's talk about him anyway. Yes. Our boy Hythlodaeus.
I love him.
He's a triple
no, all the way up, all the way up. He's overriding the bunny boy, all the way up.
We're putting him number one. I feel it. I feel it. Hythlodaeus is that character that like every time he shows up, you realize 5 minutes that you're smiling, and you're like, oh yeah, because Hythlodaeus is here.
The first time I saw that man's face, I was like, that's illegal. You can't be funny and pretty at the same time.
Hythlodaeus.
Illegal.
Triple S tier.
Triple S tier.
All right. Next character, Venat.
Are we thinking of her as Venat, or are we gonna keep her in mind as Hydaelyn? Because I'm very torn. My thoughts and feelings for Hydaelyn are not the same as for I have a Venat.
We're looking at her as Venat in this instance, the person we meet in Elpis and we have a grand old time with.
I would have to put her up beside Hermes then.
I think double S tier. I think double S tier is a good spot.
But as Venat, I loved her as Venat, just like Venat, as Elpis woman, I loved her.
There's the moment where she's just like, "Oh, let's sit down and talk about adventuring for an hour and a half."
Yep.
And I was all like, yes, we will.
Yep. It's the bit at the end of Elpis where she's like, have you enjoyed your journey so this far? And I'm like, you can't ask me that as Hydaelyn. How dare you?
Yeah, I know. That was the one where I was like, this is the devs asking us a question.
Yeah.
And if they ever see this footage of me, emphatically yes. Next, Pirate Dude from Limsa.
I loved 14 Kaya. That's all I ever saw him as. The second I met him, I was like, oh, it's Kaya.
He feels, in my head, he feels A tier.
I loved him.
He's not as great as our boy the elephant.
Yeah. He was comedic relief when comedic relief was necessary, and it was great. The small amount of the game he was actually in was very funny. I did enjoy him. I kind of hope we see more of him.
Higher than A tier?
No, I think he's about right. I mean, he didn't have a lot of content. If he had slightly more, then maybe.
Gotcha.
But like, I think he's right about there.
He's A tier simpable. He looks good. The other parent.
Icon, legend, queen.
She is the moment.
She is the moment.
I don't
I
feel
love
like
their mom.
She's not quite triple S tier.
She's higher than Hermes for me. I love
higher
their
than
mom.
Hermes.
Yeah, I love their mom. Oh, their mom is amazing. She has so many moments where she just shut their dad down. It was like, so she wears the pants in this relationship. Good to know.
Our Ishgardian queen. I know you have feelings about characters from Ishgard, and you get very excited.
What gave you that idea?
This is not a triple S tier character.
Wrong.
This is not a triple S tier character in terms
Lucia?
of Endwalker. Endwalker. I'll give it to you in Heaven's
I still love her.
In Heaven's Ward, we were simping for her hard. But there is no way she is more simpable than Hermes.
I still simping her pretty hard in Endwalker, man. The fact that she was willing to go back to Garlemald after everything they did to her, like, what?
Like,
huh?
I could see her in double S. There's no way. Triple S, you have Hythlodeos, Emmett, Stola. Like, are you saying that she is as high up as them?
Well, for me, she's higher than Graha, who is also in the triple S.
Yeah, but that was an override. That was an override. That was me saving this tier list from the fires of hell.
I'd say in terms of Endwalker, I'd put her in the S tier.
The S tier? I agree with that. Once again,
however,
I know you have the Ishgard infatuation, but please tell me you agree that the wrong brother died and this is an F tier
However,
character.
this little trash can. I love your whole family, but for the love of God, if you call me old one... No, hold on, he's not that bad.
Oh, I'm ready to override him to F tier. I'm ready to override.
Oh, he's not that bad. Come on.
The wrong brother died.
No, it's the wrong brother may have died. He's not... He called me old at least 4 times in that expansion, but, like, it's not that bad. Like, he's older than me.
He's at least down here.
There's
I'd
no
put
him
way.
In C tier. I'd put him in C tier, but I'm also a complete simp for anyone that has come out of Ishgard.
I'll give you C tier.
That's my brother. That's my brother right there. I can't have him any lower. He's gonna tell Dad on us.
All right, this character.
I have no feelings for this character at all.
He was the one that showed up that I was all like, why are you here?
Yeah.
Why do you exist?
I know why he's there, right? It took the fact that I'm not a white mage, so I had no idea who this child was.
Yeah, same.
It wasn't until my friend turned around and she was like, "Oh, he's from the white mage quest." And I was like, I don't know who that is.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna say they're F tier just because, not like I hate them, but there's just no simpability.
Yeah, there's
no simpability with this character.
They're kind of cool, but they're there. Like, if anyone else came in and took over their spot, it wouldn't change much. They're just there.
Now, Living Way, and we're gonna just like rate all the Loprits together.
Loprits, because Pudding Way is my inner being.
I mean, we're not gonna say we're simping for the Loprits, but like Loprits are to be protected at all costs.
Indeed. I love the Loprits. They're so funny.
The Loprits are a triple S tier addition in my mind.
Oh yeah.
To the game as a whole.
Yep.
Next is this guy from the raids. Now, I'm very confused as to who this character actually is, because he's told us one name, but there was a voiceover where he sounded like Elidibus.
He is Elidibus.
But like, he's not telling us that.
I don't think he's Elidibus in that time. if that makes sense. Like I don't think
This
there
is
when
pre-him
we're doing
joining the convocation.
yeah.
So he
I don't
doesn't
think
have the
he's a
title.
Olympus there yet.
With this guy not necessarily being that guy yet, with this guy just being a very good-looking man with white hair, I feel like his simp ability is higher than the other raid character.
Yeah. Like the only reason I'm paying attention to the race is because Olympus is there.
Like,
I kind of want to put him in A tier for solely being the warrior of light. Hells yeah.
Yeah, let's put him
S
in A.
tier.
Let's put him in A.
Yeah, okay.
So Vrtra.
The good sibling.
Here's the thing about Vrtra. Vrtra
Yeah.
had to get his act together. And I still don't know if he has.
I feel bad for Vrtra. He just wanted to look after people from the sidelines and
very caring. I feel like he's in the same spot as his as his shadow, as his little goal.
I loved Vrtra though. I was when the Havensward music started and he showed off Vrtra, I was like, whoa, another dragon, let's go.
Yeah, he's a great character. Simp ability is whatever. If you like dragons, you're gonna be excited about it.
I like dragons. I loved Vrtra. Who is this ancient one supposed to be?
This is the Watcher on the moon.
Okay. I like the Watcher. They were cool.
He shows up and he's like, don't worry, I'm fixing everything. I'm holding crap together. And then it's all like, oh, actually I'm not. Could you lend me a hand? Like, he's a man who's trying to get stuff done, but he recognizes when he's messing up.
Yep.
And when he needs help. And he talks in that cute ancient voice where it's like, wah, 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 wah.
The ancient ones' voices are so cute. They're like wah 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 wah.
But so where does Watcher sit for you? I feel like he's S tier simp ability.
I would say A tier.
A tier?
Yeah.
Where in the A tier? For playing that game.
Probably the top of A tier, to be fair. Like out of all of them.
Yeah, I feel like I would hang out with the Watcher before any of the other people we have in A tier. So this character, I feel like the whole community has it wrong. The hive mind, I hate. The Insinger, I hate. But like Medion herself, the Medion we met in Elpis,
Medion did nothing wrong. This is a child
I would protect. Medion did nothing wrong.
She just wanted to keep Hermes safe.
Yeah.
And it drove her mad.
Well, and
it wasn't her fault that the hive mind took over.
Yeah, like, she tried to keep him away from the hive mind. She tried to lock out of the hive mind, and we forced her to connect.
Yeah.
We forced her to connect. Medion is a triple S tier, needs protection.
I love Medion.
Keep this baby safe.
Mm-hmm.
I loved her. I loved her. And I know that's a controversial take. There are a lot of people who are like, nope, I didn't like her. She was evil. I hate her. And like, I separate her. Tadu.
Triple S.
If you ate Simping for the queen of industry herself.
Yeah. How can you not? Like, she is the Scions.
Here's the thing. I know that Tataru would take care of me.
Oh, yeah.
I would get to be a stay-at-home husband. I'd get to do whatever I want. I would never be wanting for money because somehow she figures it out. As long as I'm not spending copious amounts of money on dongo milk or something random. Like,
just
get
don't
a good
make
deal.
her.
And
don't make her
thing.
redo the budget.
He makes a good cup of coffee and a good cup of tea.
Yes.
He's got
I'm really
the Boil
excited.
Master 14 or whatever it is. She's one of the best characters in the game.
And Queen. Queen of the Scions.
All right, Astinian.
My man.
Astinian. You are in agreement with me that Astinian rules.
Astinian got the redemption arc he deserved in Endwalker.
I did not think I was gonna like him as much as I did. Triple S tier.
Oh yeah, easily. Astinian all the way up there. Easily. That's my boyo.
I feel like everybody who's in the closing picture of Endwalker is basically triple S tier. But Urianger has always been one of my favorite scions, like from early on, and Endwalker cemented him so hard for me.
I didn't like Urianger until probably Shadowbringers, end of Stormblood area. It was when me and Urianger were finally becoming friends.
Yeah.
And like, it wasn't until Endwalker where he was doing everything with the Loporits, and we were doing things more with Urianger, that I was like, I actually really like you as a character.
That's the thing, is like, it's like any misgivings I had in terms of simpability with Urianger, like the subterfuge and like he'd probably be going around my back. Like when he's talking to the Loporits and he's like, no, this isn't me. I'm going to face this head on and I'm going to tell people what's up. Like that was the moment I was like, Urianger,
that was it.
You just became triple S tier. So for this next character, I am actually adding a whole category at the very top. Because let's be real, this is Thancred.
This is Thancred.
Like, there is a whole nother realm of simpability that is Thancred. So Thancred gets his own section on the list.
Going through Final Fantasy, I always had that one character to bully. And there's always that one person in the friend group that gets bullied more than everyone else. For me, was Thancred.
Oh, jeez.
I bullied Thancred all the way up until Shadowbringers, and it was the whole bit with him and Reen, and I was like, I can't bully you anymore.
Forget about it.
Fitting.
So let's talk about our other Akasudara, our girl, the one who talked about. She's the one who talked about Dynamis. She made the totems. She went in herself when she was all like, well, if I'm going to test if this works, I've got to test it myself.
Icon.
She's a queen. She's an
absolute
icon. I put her up there in simpability on personality alone with the double S tiers.
Yep, I agree.
Like, she is right up there with the twins' parents. Like, she got it done.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, fully agree.
If she wasn't an elephant, she'd probably be in triple S tier.
She wasn't an elephant.
I'm not going to say that I'm that shallow on appearances, but, you know, like if she was an ancient one.
Do you not have a thing for elephant splits?
If she looked like Venat, she'd be triple S tier. Hands down.
Wow, you heard it here, lads. He doesn't have a thing for elephants.
I don't mess with elephants. All right, this guy. This cat.
Jullus. Someone, yes.
He's one of those characters when we talk about like the Garlemald story being way more impactful than we remember.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
He's
awesome. Watching him go through the throes of like war and like challenging his own nationalism to like save not only his life but other people's, and he figures it out. For
me, it was him standing up to Zenos. Yeah. It was him standing up to Zenos and putting Zenos in his place. Like, obviously, Ali, you said did that too.
Yeah,
but
when you go back.
His part in particular, where he was yelling, and like Zenos is clearly not listening to him. Like, he is still yelling at Zenos, and he knows that if he gets any angrier, he's gonna turn. And it's like, but he continues anyway, and he makes his point so clear. As like, that was my turning point for me. I was like, okay, you're a cool character. I like you.
He's an S tier character for me.
Yeah.
He's an S tier character for me.
Yeah, definitely.
This guy.
Oh, he hurt.
Him dying hurt. Him dying hurt more than I thought it would.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that bumps him into a S tier for me.
I never thought I would cry at a character I've just met in an expansion.
Right.
But here I am. It was the way he died. The fact that he knew he was going to die and did it anyway.
Yeah, he was like, a true man of the people. And that is respectable. He's also a fine-looking Aura, which makes him extra simpable.
It's the beard made of scales for me.
Oh, the scale beard, of course.
The scale beard
Of course.
is phenomenal. I can't. It was the first thing I noticed when I met him. Was like, he has got scales for a beard. I'm obsessed.
He's S tier. He's
Easily.
S tier. This next character, he's just there.
He's been in 3 expansions at this point, and I still don't know what he does.
Like
what
is he an F tier?
I don't.
Or is
I wouldn't
he a
say
D
he's
tier?
F tier.
He's not as unlikable as these 3.
I wouldn't. Yeah. Like,
but like
it's
he
not that I
doesn't.
don't
He's
like
not
him,
even as
he's
fun
just-
as the C tier characters.
Yeah, because at least when the C tier characters show up, they're still like, it's that dumbass Mishgard.
Yeah.
When Maxima shows up, he's just there.
To the people on the internet who are simping for this man, like, y'all got it rough. Because
Comment why. Drop it.
Drop
comment to why. Explain yourselves, please. I want to see. I need to see it from the side of the people that simp.
yes,
I need to know.
Yes, tell us why. Tell us what's going on
Drop
with
the
this man.
comment. Let me know. I need to read.
We are going to add another row for this next character. That's
This is
just gonna
bankers.
be Best Boyo.
Just best boyo. Best doggo.
Best Doggo, yeah.
Best doggo. Do you know, when I first met Argos, I very distinctively remember turning around to the server and was like, if I do not get Argos as a mount, I'm going to be very upset.
Yeah, Argos is Best Doggo for sure.
He's a good doggo. I'm so glad he was my end mount for Endwalker, because, made me
I'm
so
not
happy.
simping for no dog, but Best Doggo.
No,
Best Doggo.
good boy.
Easy.
That's a good boy.
All right. We've both used our triple S tier override. You've used your F tier override, so you can't override this man. We have to have a legitimate discussion.
No, not
About
a legitimate conversation
where Zenos
about
sits.
Zenos.
On the simpability tier chart. I do legitimately think in the simpability chart that Zenos has an allure to him. I think he sits in double S tier.
Zenos, for me, I forgot he was... I kept forgetting Zenos as a character until he showed up.
What?
Every time it would be like I would be doing something, I'd be going off Shadowbringers, blah blah blah, and it'd be like, meanwhile in the Imperial Palace, and Zenos walked in and be like, Zenos is a character.
Oh yeah, Zenos is alive. He's a very polarizing character in the fandom. You either feel like, oh, I understand Zenos and I love him, or I feel like you sit in that realm where it's all like, I don't understand why Zenos is in the game. I don't understand why he's a character. I don't like him. Like, I've never met someone who was just in between that was like, oh, Zenos is meh.
I'm not gonna deny that Zenos is kind of pretty. Like, I won't. And he's kind of pretty, but like, I
That
don't
final
know.
moment with Zenos.
But you see, people would turn around to me and be like, you don't like Graha, but you like Zenos? We're like, no.
Let me ask you this. Has any other character been willing to go to full-blown fist fight with you? What was the last character that let you just punch him right in the face?
That final scene, I had to take my Reaper. I had to do it. I'm a monk main, but I had to take my Reaper. It had to be a fight between Reapers. But see, when my character started punching him and went back to her roots, the satisfaction of every punch. He's on the fence for me.
He's this side of the coin that exists.
Yeah, he's very much the mirror image of the warrior, like your warrior of light. And
Yes.
like, I sit on the fence with him simp-wise, because it's like, I don't know, I just,
He
like
wouldn't
when people
take you
tell
on
me
a
they
good
simp
date.
for Zenos, I'm like,
He wouldn't take you
really?
on a good date.
Like Zenos?
He
really?
really gets carried by the looks.
You
He really
have
gets carried on the looks, but like,
Astinian, and Thancred, and Amric, and you picked Zenos?
yeah.
Like, that's where I sit. Like, I don't know. Like, if I had to put him on the tier list for Endwalker alone, I'd probably put him in the S tier.
You know, I was I was thinking the same thing, almost purely for the end of the end, like his role in all
Yeah.
things evil. He shows up as the dragon.
Solely because he showed up as a dragon and gave me the hardest laugh I've had in years.
Like he's at least S tier. He's at least S tier for simp ability.
Yeah.
He got his act together in the end. He gave us a good fight.
The one thing that gets me with Endsinger every single time, I am riding the back of my arch enemy fighting the end of the universe herself.
Yeah, it's wild.
Only to
it is a wild ride.
Only to beat him up afterwards. Like, what?
Well,
oh, it's so good.
Well, that's it. That's the list. We've done it. This is the simp tier list. For Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. Let us know how angry you are with our decisions down in the comments.
I will not accept comments on Grahatia. Don't come for me.
If you want to tell Mio how upset you are about the Grahatia decision,
No.
All her links are down in the description. All her links, you can go to her stream and tell her yourself.
No, don't. Amric Simps totally welcome though. We can talk about Amric for hours. I'm okay with that.
The Amric Simps are welcome.
Yeah.
But Mio, thank you so much for coming on, making the list together.
Thanks for having me.
This has been an absolute blast. We'll probably have you on again for another tier list. Thanks so much for watching. If you want more of this content, we're gonna post a video like this weekly. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. And we'll be stoked to see you next time. As always, much love.
Thank you.
And
thanks.
We'll see ya.
Can I make a heart with my hands? I can't.